Hello and welcome to Driveway Garage. Today I'm working on a 2008 Dodge Durango. I picked it up pretty cheap and I won't go into a long story, but right now I'm going to pull one of the headlights out because it doesn't work. I'm going to see, hopefully it's just a bulb. I really would like to put in a new headlight and I may end up doing that, but I think while I have the bulb out or the headlight out, I'll get my wet sandpaper. I usually start with 1,000 and then go 2,000, 3,000 and my buffer and some polishing compound, and it makes them look pretty good. At least a lot better than it looks now. This around, so it looks to me like this headlight has been replaced. It's in pretty good shape. But this one, as you can see, it's not letting much light through. So maybe if I can clean it up, it'll at least get by till I sell it, because I think that's what I'm going to do. So to take these headlights out, there's several years I guess this works on. There's I'll show you on the driver's side because I haven't taken those out yet. You gotta take out those two bolts. So here's what the bolts look like, about 2 inches long. Like I said, there's one there, one there. Now for the tricky part, there's a nut on the inside. And the way you access that, which is fortunate, at least they made a panel for it. There's a panel right there. I guess you can see that. Let me back this out a little bit. There. Now I opened it up. It's got a couple tabs on the bottom of it. It just closes up into there, seals it off, which is good. Some of them I guess are broke off already, but this one's still intact. So you pull that back, and if you reach your hand in there, and it's almost, well, if you reach in the hole, it's just like straight back. It's on the bottom of the headlight. So I was gonna try to do it with my drill, but I'm just not sure I can get it in there. So let me pause this, and if I can't use my drill, I'm gonna get my 1/4-inch driver and a long extension, see if I can get it off that way. Okay, I got it out. This is what you're looking at, this small nut. I ended up using a 1/4-inch ratchet, short, long extension. I guess it's 6 or 8 inches. It's a 10mm bolt. All three of them are 10mm. So now, I guess there's a little ball bearing nubby thing in there that kind of holds it in place. So you kind of got to fight to get that out of there. Oh, there she comes. Well, I need to invest in a tripod so I can hold my camera out at the distance. So once you get it away like this, you can pull your bulbs out. I'm going to go ahead and disconnect everything. As you can see on that one, there's a red tab on it. You've got to slide it back and then pinch the black part, from what I understand, and it'll disconnect. So let me give that a try. That worked pretty good. You just slide that tab back. On this second one, I just used a flat screwdriver, put it in there and twisted it, popped it loose. It was a little stiff. I don't want to break my thumbnail off. I've done that too many times. And then this little one, it looks like you just squeeze this tab, and there you go. Got one headlight removed. Sorry. I have a car for sale and I thought I heard somebody stop. Now this one, it's got a lot of small cracks in it, so it might not be worth saving. But I am going to sand it down with some soapy water and see if I can't make it look passable. And now I can check the bulb. And the bulb, well, let's see, it's the main bulb, so I guess it's this one. So let's see, you have to twist it, I'm assuming. Well, that's bad news. It doesn't look burned out. It's got two bulbs, or two filaments, and they both seem intact. And I found out you don't want to touch the glass. That one's kind of dusty. I have a pretty clean sweatshirt here. I'll wipe it off. Okay, put it back in. That, I think, was the bulb. Huh. Well, now I guess I'm going to have to test the connection. Somebody put some dielectric grease on it, it looks like. It's got some junk on it. Some kind of grease. Well, shoot, I was really hoping it was a bulb. That would sure make my life easier. Well, anyway, guys, that's how you, oh, maybe it's this one. Anyway, I'll have to do some research on that. That's how you take the headlights out. Now, you could, I think, reach in from behind through that hole right there and probably pull the bulb out, just to change the bulb, not remove the headlight. I haven't tried that. I wanted to take the headlights out anyway to sand them, give them a good look over and just to see how it pulls out. Now, there's a little hole there, and this is that little ball bearing type thing I was telling you that goes in there. So that's, before you get your bolts in, that's kind of what holds it in place. So you just have to, it's just resistance, so just pry on it a little bit and it'll pop out of there. Hope this helps you guys out. I'm sure I'll make some more videos. I worked on the brakes. I don't think I made a video on it, but maybe I did yesterday. I think I did. I ended up removing the parking brake because of a catastrophic failure of this. These are the insides of the driver's side parking brake, and it just demolished everything. This is the adjuster. It's all busted up, and when you drove the vehicle, it really had a grinding noise, and I was hoping it was brakes. Wow, I think the reason is maybe somebody drove it with the parking brake on, because there's no shoes left. It's just metal. But anything in here pretty much is metal is busted. This thing's busted up. As you can see, the springs, they're all mangled. So I think they might have drove on it a little while after it broke. Supposedly not, but it looks like it. And I see something hanging underneath the vehicle there. It kind of looks like a ground strap. Maybe I better check that out. That could lead to some problems. And when the brake failed, it ruined the ABS wheel sensor in the back, so I've got to get one of those, at least put it in there so maybe the ABS and traction control lights will go off on the dash. Even though there's no check engine light, there's no ABS or traction control. So, all right, guys, thanks for watching. I'll make some more videos, hopefully. I'm having it detailed in a couple of days, so it looks as good as possible. I'll do a walk around video on this, kind of show you what it's all about. I don't know a ton about Durangos, never owned one, but I did have the same motor in my 2004 Jeep Grand Cherokee, and it was really good. It had a lot of power, and I only had issues with it one time. Some sensor or something went bad, and that was back before I did any mechanics about 10 years ago, so I paid like $150 to have that fixed. But he didn't guess around. He knew what it was and fixed it so I could drive it again. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day.